This workout was a bit lighter than my normal workouts, but still took over 2 hours to complete. The reason this workout was lighter was because I'm still slowly increasing my time in the gym, performing high intensity drills so I don't end up with another overuse injury like shin splints again. I'll only be showing a couple reps and shots from the different drills today, but if you want to see the whole unedited workout, the link will be in the description. So I started my workout with some tennis ball handle work. To start, I would throw the tennis ball off the wall and perform a crossover between the legs or behind the back. After that, I bounced the tennis ball off the ground and performed a crossover between the legs or behind the back. Then I would bounce the tennis ball and perform 2 crossovers and 2 between the legs. So I try to make sure that most, if not all, of my ball handling drills focus on hand speed as well as other skills such as coordination, improving my hands' ability to work independently of each other, or just my overall handle. Next, I moved on to some 2-ball work. This is something I've started doing much more of than I have in the past and has become some of my favorite drills. The first drill is a burnout drill where I pound both balls 10 times at roughly chest or waist height. Then after 10 pounds, I quickly alternate for 5 dribbles at knee height, then pound the balls again for 9 dribbles and repeat until I only pound them once together. Then I perform 10 high pounds, 10 medium pounds, and 20-ish tap dribbles, and repeated with alternate pound dribbles. Then I moved on to a crossover series where I would cross the balls over counterclockwise and clockwise. Then I would cross them over regularly and end by quickly alternating tap dribbles on both balls. All 4 of these motions force me to have quick hand movements and be precise, and being even a little bit slow or off can easily cause me to lose the ball. After the crossovers, I would go between my legs with one ball while keeping the other in front of me. I then did the same thing, but I would go in and out with one ball and finish by going between my legs from behind with one ball. This again forces me to have quick hands, but also forces me to be less focused on the singular movement of going between my legs, and rather causing me to split my attention between successfully going between my legs, catching the ball, and also keeping the ball in front of me in a good spot to be able to continue dribbling it without losing it. Next, I dribble one ball behind my back while keeping the other in front of me. This stationary behind the back is one of my weakest dribble moves, so performing this drill has really helped me become better and more comfortable with the behind the back dribble, again because I have to split my attention between the 2 balls. I then move on to one high, one low, and pound to pin dribbles before finishing with synchronated and alternate V dribbles as well as front to back dribbles. All of these are to get my hands moving independently of each other more effectively. I then walked the sideline to sideline, crossing the ball over and going between my legs, all while holding the second ball. After I finished that, I repeated the same drill, but added a pound dribble to the start of each rep. As far as improving hand speed goes, I feel like this is the best drill for that. The constant holding the ball and moving it from hand to hand while also dribbling the other ball well enough to properly perform the move without being too hard or too soft with the dribble is second to none in my opinion. From the top of the key, I would take about 5 pound dribbles before doing a dribble move to cross the balls over, run towards the hoop, do another dribble move to change my direction, and finish with a layup. This concludes my 2-ball drills. I find that all of the different movements and general chaos of this drill really helps to give it a more realistic feel. It's not just about scoring, it's about controlling both balls, being able to successfully gather them, and have enough control to finish the layup. I then did a one-hand triangle drill for my last ball handling drill. The point of this was to become more comfortable moving the ball around my body in unusual and unorthodox ways. 45 minutes into my workout, and I finally get to move on to shooting. I shoot 10 shots at 10 spots for my form shooting. I worked on shooting a lot of threes today, but I didn't go through any particular drill for them. I was just working on getting the shots to fall a bit more consistently than they had been lately. The last drill I did was to help me turn corners sharper and more effectively while also forcing me to play lower to the ground. I would run across the free throw line and imagine I was coming hard off a screen at the elbow. I would intentionally get as low as I could, sometimes even touching the ground while turning the corner, and then get into a mid-range pull-up that ended up being a fadeaway on almost every rep. I also mixed up the footwork and shot type by imagining that I was using my off arm to create a little bit of contact and get some separation after coming off the screen and getting into a step back. In the final variation, I would hezi into a hip swivel coming off the screen before driving towards the hoop, leaning into my defender, using my off arm to create some separation and shoot another step back.